Hello everyone, and welcome to All Things Frugal and Fabulous. My name is Krissa, and today I wanted to share with you another repurposing video on something that most people have in their homes at one point or another, and they are the Styrofoam trays, and they come in all different shapes and sizes. And I have 8 different uses for these. I love doing these videos because it gives ideas and uses for things that otherwise would end up in the trash, so that not only saves us money but helps the environment as well. So the first one is, now that summer is coming, I'm sure that most of us will at some point or another be eating outside. So I like to use these as food trays when I bring food out, whether it's veggies or fruit or whatever, cookies, and I use these instead of using my good glass or ceramic dishes, because if we drop this, then it's not going to break and it's no big deal. And the second one is, again, for outside. I've also used these for plates. If I collect, a certain number of the same size, and even different sizes, like the tiny ones I would use for, kids, and then the bigger ones for adults. They make great plates. And before I move on, I always wash mine in really hot soapy water, and I add a tiny little bit of bleach to the water, so I haven't never had any issues. Nobody's ever gotten sick or nothing like that from eating off of these, because really they're clean. I'm not going to not wash them or just use plain water, but anyways, so they are definitely clean before I use them for anything else. And the third one is trays for giving away goodies. Whether now that Easter and Mother's Day is going to be coming up soon as well, you might do baking and give some goodies away for those events. And I like to cover them with something, either wax paper or aluminum foil, and then I put them in a see-through bag, and I give those away for goodies, and then that way I don't have to buy anything, any containers and whatnot, and I already have them on hand. Number 4, you can cut them up really, really fine and use it for the bottom of potted plants instead of using rocks and stuff like that, because it makes it a lot lighter, and we don't always have rocks on hand, but I almost always have one of these trays lying around, so I do use that for that. And number 5 is crafts. There's a lot of things you can use these for, different crafts, but one I like to use for a painting tray instead of using, a dish or something nicer. These make excellent paint trays, whether you're painting a picture or you're just painting an object. You can make different spots of paint. You can do all the blending on here, and then you can either wash it and use again, or let it dry and use again, or just you can then throw it away if you want. Number 6, this is one I started using these for, but I do a lot of puzzles, so I keep the ones that have the higher lips on them, or the higher edges, and I use them as divider trays for when doing puzzles. And then again, they come in all different sizes, so they are perfect for that. And I don't know if you are a puzzler and you've seen they actually sell puzzle trays for the exact same purpose that I use them for, and they are not cheap. So this saves you a lot of money if you are a puzzler. Number 7, to transport food. So if you have two that are the same size, again, this is for leftovers. These aren't the same, but I would put one on the bottom and one on top to cover, and then put like an elastic band around the two. And instead of giving someone one of your good containers to go home, and you have a great mobile tray for food. And the very last one, this one is really cool. My daughter had to make a cooler for school, and that had to keep ice cubes frozen for 3 hours. So I had an idea of using these meat trays, and instead of buying styrofoam, because they needed styrofoam for the project, but what they did instead is cut off all the edges and lined a small box with these, and you can layer them as thick or thin as you want, and it kept the ice cubes frozen for over 3 hours. So if you're in need of a cooler and you don't have one lying around, maybe it's just for like a day at the beach or something like that, to keep some drinks and sandwiches cool, have an old empty shoebox and cut up some of these and line it all the way around, and then put some tin foil inside on top, and there you got yourself a homemade DIY cooler that pretty much costs next to nothing. So I hope you liked all my ideas for reusing meat trays. I have used them for all of these things that I just said, and I'm sure that there are plenty more. I would like to know what you use meat trays for, other than the purpose that they were meant for. Let me know in the comments below, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and until the next video, I will see you next time. Bye! And have a frugabulous day, everyone.